Hello, welcome to Naresh Technologies. This is Sudhakar Sharma. We are continuing our ASP.NET MVC video sessions, and we are working with data binding operations using ADO.NET Entity Framework. In our previous videos, we discussed about how we can connect with the database, access the data from the database, and perform the operations like displaying the list, displaying the details, and create. In the previous session, we discussed about working with create operation, how do we collect the data from the form and insert into the database, various methods. You can watch that in the previous video. In this session, we will continue to finish this example. In this, we are going to achieve the functionalities of edit and delete. In the current example, we have designed already the UI for displaying the list of products, that is index page, and details. So, this is for displaying the details, and create new, that is for collecting the data and inserting into the database. And now we need to achieve two functionalities, the delete and edit operations, the delete and edit operations. Let us see how we can handle. So, the edit operation initially is not implemented. So, when I select that, you can see a 404 status code comes, but here the interesting part is, so I need to edit the products controller edit action, which is passed with the parameter. The parameter is the current product ID. So, whenever user clicks on edit, the product ID is passed into it. The current product ID will be passed into that edit. We need to collect the ID. We need to verify whether that specified ID related product is available in the database. If it is available, then open that in edit mode, so that user can make changes into it and update. So, we need to handle edit operation in two functionalities. One, to show the data and make the data editable, so and collect the new changes and update them into the database. Let us see how do we implement this. Let us go to the controller. In our controller, the products controller, already we implemented the create. Now, I am designing public action result. So, edit, and it is expecting an ID. So, first I need to search for this particular ID related product. I will make it as nullable. So, if ID is not provided, directly edit is invoked. Then if ID is equal to null, then it has to return a new HTTP status code result, and it will be HTTP status code saying that bad request, and message I will say as product ID required, that is the message to display. Now, the second step, if the ID is provided, we need to collect that ID and verify whether that particular ID related product available or not. Then we will create a product type object, and we will search for that particular product in the table. That I can do by using DB, that is a context object. In that we have products table dot find. So, it will search for that particular ID product, same like as we implemented our details action. So, find is a entity function which is used to verify the particular value in a primary key field, and if found, it will return that product. So, if product is null, that means that particular ID product is not available, then we will return another HTTP status code, HTTP status code result. This time HTTP status code say not found, right, and the message I say product not found. Yeah, and if the product is available, then just return the product. So, return view, into the view we will pass the product. Now, I need to design a view. That view will display the details in edit mode, so that user can view and make the changes. So, how do we add a view for edit? So, right click on edit action and add view, and we are adding an MVC view. Let us define the view name edit, and template, we have a scaffold template called edit, and for the model class is product. So, we are adding a view, so which will collect the product details and display the product information in edit mode, so that user can make changes into the product and submit the details. Now, we need to design the edit on post, so that we can collect the detail and we can update the details. So, how do we design edit on post? So, we can use all the techniques that we have learnt. So, let us mark it as HTTP post, and we are creating an action result called edit. So, this time we are collecting the details. You can use all the different methods that you have learnt. So, I will just collect the details. So, by using a simple product type object passed into it, product, and we will update that product. So, by using the update model, try update model, various methods are available. So, what I will do, by using update model, I will update that product information. That means whatever the new changes are there, they are updated. After updating the product details, then db.save changes, okay. Then I will return redirect to action, and redirect to action. So, which action? That is index. That means after making the changes, we are updating the changes and redirecting to the index to view whether the changes are updated or not. So, index action is ready, which is used to access the details of any particular product and make changes into it. Let us run from the index view. Now, in this index action, I am trying to make change in any particular product details. Let us click the edit of the product 1, and you can see the product details will open in edit mode. You can make changes into that. I change it to some LED TV, and the price updated to some 49, and click on save, and those changes need to be updated into the data source. So, let us see how we can update those changes. Initially, we have defined the update model, but very important, the changes are not updated here. This is what we are going to discuss. Why the changes are not updated into that? Because you just updated the model. So, product details. When you updated the model product details, you are not specifying which product detail need to be updated. That means, so whatever the product is currently viewed, that product related ID need to be collected here. We need to search for that particular ID related product and store in a product type reference. So, db dot, so here we have to use product table, and into the product table, so we have to use the function find and search for that the same ID product here. So, which product is modified? So, you need to identify that product based on the ID. So, we need to collect the ID. After that, we have to search for that ID product, then update that product and save changes. This makes update. Just simply update the model cannot update, because it is unable to identify which product need to be updated. So, we need to pass the product ID as parameter, search for that particular ID product and update that product and save the changes. So, we will see now. I will run this index action. So, whenever you are making any changes, we need to make the changes by identifying that particular product. You can use any unique reference for that product, and through that unique reference you can update the product details and save into the database. Now, the same this time, previously it is unable to update as it is unable to understand which product need to be updated. The current product need to be updated, then that product identification must be specified. So, let us edit and let us make the change here LED TV. This time I am changing the price and click on save. you can see those changes are updated now. So, you need to pass the product ID, and after passing the product ID we need to verify. So, that product available still to make the changes, if available then update the changes and save into the data source. Now, once we achieved this edit operation, the same thing we have to do for delete. So, when user clicks on delete, as of now the delete functionality is not implemented. Suppose I want to delete this watch, and when I click on delete and see the delete action is also expecting. So, the delete and the product ID. So, how we can delete that product? So, what we can do, let us go to the controller and same I am defining an action result by name delete. It is expecting an integer ID. We need to search for that ID. That means if ID is null, so not provided, then return new HTTP status code result, and we have to use HTTP status code as bad request, and here we need to define ID required. Okay. And if ID is provided, then we will search for that ID product and return here product is equal to db.productstable.find. You have to search for ID. Once the product is available, then you have to search whether this still product ID is available or that product is available in the list or not. Then we have to use the function if. So, if product is null, that means the product is not available, the ID that you passed, the product ID is not available, then it has to return new HTTP status code result, and it should be HTTP status code saying that not found. Okay, not found, and I will define as not found product not found. Yeah. If the product is found, then return that product to the view, return view. Into the view we will pass that product. So, now I need to design a view for the delete operation where user can view the product for confirmation of delete. Let us see how to add. So, add a view and MVC, view name delete, template is also delete, and model class is product. Okay. Now, the delete UI is ready. Now, on post we need to search for that particular product still available or not and delete. So, what we will do now? We will design HTTP post and public action result, and the action result is delete. We will collect the ID that user has submitted. We will search for that ID related product and store in a product type object. So, db.productstable.find, we are searching for that ID. Okay. If that product found, we need to remove that product. And how do we remove? From entity db productstable dot, we have to use the function remove, and remove which function, which object to be removed? Product. After removing, then db dot save changes and return redirect to action. So, it has to redirect to the index action to show the confirmation whether it is deleted or not. So, delete on post, we are collecting the ID, we are searching for that ID related product. If found, then remove that particular product from the table and save changes. Let us see whether the delete action is implemented or not. I am accessing the index, and now we have implemented all the functionalities in our user interface, like displaying the list, displaying the details, inserting a record, updating the record and deleting the record. Let us see the delete operation. So, when user clicks on the delete of any particular product and suppose some Titan watch delete, then it shows, are you sure you want to delete this product? Yes, click on delete and you can see in index that is removed. If I want to remove any particular product, the last one, so delete and confirmation and delete, and it is removed from the data source. So, this is all how we can handle the CRUD operations by using scaffold templates. Thank you.